Plato is regarded as one of the great philosophers produced by ancient Greece. Though much of what he said and wrote is no more available, yet the limited material which has come down to us throws a flood of light on his work, Philosophy in Time. Plato was born in 427 BC in a noble Athenian family. At the time of his birth, the Athenian democracy was in crisis and his teacher Socrates had been executed by the powerful 30. All these developments greatly disturbed Plato, and he was convinced that the only way out was to establish the rule of philosopher king. The main works which contain the philosophy of Plato are the Republic, the Statesman, the Laws. The dialogues of Plato also give us a fairly good idea about his philosophy. Concept of justice occupies an important position in the thought of Plato. Plato himself attached great importance to the concept of justice. This is evident from the fact that he subtitled his book Republic as concerning justice. In fact, the discovery of the nature and habitation of justice is the fundamental issue of Republic. Plato discusses the various prevailing theories of justice before putting forward his own views. Plato's concept of justice is based on three principles, viz. Functional specialization, non-interference by various classes in each other's sphere of duty and concentration on its own duties, and the harmony between the three classes representing wisdom, courage and temperance respectively. Intimately linked with Plato's theory of justice is his theory of education. He held that the three classes in the state must be properly trained and educated so that they may be able to perform their duties efficiently and properly. The concept of rule of philosopher king is also intimately linked with Plato's concept of justice. Plato held that philosopher king possesses the qualities of selfless service and rationality and could best protect and promote the welfare of the members of the community. Another important feature of Plato's political thought, which is intimately connected with the theory of justice, is communism of wives and property. Plato built up theory of communism or wives and property on political and psychological basis. He wanted that the guardian class should be free from material worries so that it may be able to concentrate entirely on public service. In other words, he wanted guardians to renounce property and family for the good of the society. Plato's communism has several points of similarity and dissimilarity. Plato greatly modified his ideas in his Politics as Statesman and concentrated on precedable issues. We see a clear change in his notions towards democracy, role of law etc. Plato also discussed the problems of constitution and drew a distinction between the law-abiding and lawless states. Development of Plato's political thought finds culmination in the Laws, which he wrote in the later years of his life. In the Laws, Plato shows himself as a practical thinker and advocated several ideas which left a deep impact on the later ages. Some of the ideas which Plato contributed to political thought include his concept of justice, functional specialization, rule of wise and virtuous, emancipation of women, importance of education, nationalism, utilitarianism, socialism, organic theory, revolution and elements of fascism. It is noteworthy that some of the ideas of Plato were severely criticized by his disciple Aristotle.